Hey guys, it's FazFatGamer42069 here, and today we're talking about IGN. What did they do? Well, not much really. Nothing controversial, at least, but they did have a pretty moronic review on the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's coming out soon. What do I think about the movie, personally? Well, I can't say. I haven't watched it, but apparently Daddy Jacksepticeye has, and said it wasn't any good. That's not good. But it is Blumhouse, so that sounds about par for the course. I almost feel guilty, because when I heard this movie was being made, I was like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. Because I'm kind of pessimistic. I won't hide it. But regardless of if the movie's bad, I'm still gonna watch it. I've been a fan of the franchise for ever since the first game came out. Although I have kind of dropped off in terms of lore. Just shit's too confusing, man. I mean, there's even books now. I ain't reading all that, but good for you, or sorry that happened. Not to mention, but the internet is a very influential place. Critics hated Venom, but audiences really liked it, me being one of those people. And I'm one of those people that'll look at a review or something, if it's bad, then I won't give it a second thought. I was like, oh, okay, it's bad. That's how influential this stuff can be. But that's not what I'm talking about today. What it does have something to do with rating the FNAF movie, though. Now, I'm not sure how this got on my Twitter timeline at all, but all that matters is it got shown to me. It was a tweet of IGN, of all groups, giving the FNAF movie a bad rating. Now, everyone pretty much knows that any game that is proven to be dog shit, for example, in recent times, Forspoken, that was a pretty bad game. When I say pretty bad, I mean really, really fucking bad. And it gets a positive rating. The company that's reviewing it's getting paid off. Let's be real, there's no allegedly about it. So IGN giving the FNAF movie a low score is kind of saying something. However, there is a problem with that sentence. If you don't know, IGN stands for Imagine Games Network, keyword games. Now, this could be me being a little fucking crybaby, but I don't think they're qualified to score a movie. It's IGN, not IMN. Now, that's not my main problem with this review. My main problem is the reason they rate it so low. They discuss their problems with the movie not only in the picture they shared, but above the picture too. And they say two similar things, but in different words. I'll go ahead and throw a picture of the tweet on screen and read it. This big screen take on the indie horror... Fuck. This big screen take on the indie horror sensation Five Nights at Freddy's has too much plot and not enough of the game's primal security cam thrills, with a link which I assume goes to their article or video rating the movie. And then in the picture it says, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's that labors under the bizarre assumption that the loyal fanbase wants a lot of extraneous plot surrounding the fun center horror. Switch off the monitor, slam the door, or just play the game instead. Now, if you have no clue what this means, don't worry, I'll fill you in. IGN wanted a movie where you were just looking at cameras for 2 hours. That's it. That's not a joke. They said it's got too much plot and not enough gameplay elements. My guy, if you wanted to watch FNAF gameplay for 2 hours so bad, then watch a fucking Let's Play on YouTube. It is not that hard. People don't seem to understand this, but with any video game movie, it's gonna go off the rails. Remember that old-ass Mario movie? The Goomba designs? That ain't no mushroom. I'm not sure what that is, but it's not a Goomba. And then any of the Mortal Kombat movies, they don't have a single shred of the game's original plot in them. Really, the only thing they share in common with the game is the characters' names, abilities, and then they fight. That's pretty much it. So movies based off video games are just going to be different from their game counterparts. Now, from what I understand with this one, Blumhouse is actually trying to focus on the lore, but that ain't it for ING apparently. More boring security cam footage, or your movie sucks big faz balls. On the topic of security cam footage, what the hell do you mean by primal security cam thrills? Buddy, the only thing the security cameras in the game do are deliver suspense, and even then, looking back on it, it's not thrilling in the slightest. I think you're just off your rocker. I also want to address them saying that Blumhouse is under the bizarre assumption that longtime fans aren't watching for the lore. One of the main selling points when it comes to FNAF is the lore. It's long, it's complex, and it stretches out across the entirety of the game line. Except maybe Security Breach. That could have something to do with the lore, but it's been years since they released that game, and they put out a DLC for it before they actually made the game itself stable. They still haven't done it. Anyway, my point is, a lot of, if not the majority of people that are going to watch for the plot. And hell, this might even be some people's first experience with the franchise, which I'm happy to hear about. But in short, IGN, stupid, full of brain-dead monkeys. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. I mean, you watched till the end, so that's gotta mean you like something about what I make here. Even if it's just the funny anime game in the background. I do have a Discord community, so if you would consider joining that, please do. We have events where you can earn exclusive badges for free, no money needed. Where you can earn badges for free that helps you stand out from the crowd. Crowd. There's not really that many people. But there could be if you join the Discord server. Lastly, make sure you follow me on 100X. I've started to become more active on there. In fact, it's the whole reason for this video being made is because I saw a tweet while I was on there. But that's going to do it for today. Come back next time where I start my own review network and tell you that Batman Arkham Asylum makes you feel like Batman. I'll catch you later.